Hey everybody, it's Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and I thought I've been getting so many requests, comments, just odd things about come get my bees for free. Like I don't, like everything I do, my services should not be for anything because save the bees. Saving the bees should be a free thing. You don't love bees if you're not doing this for free. I know how important bees are. You should be saving them for free. And I'm like going, wow, this whole thing. And then it just sent me over the edge. I got an email. And I mean, people don't know. I'm not making fun of people, but people don't know how much work goes into this. And that's part of the reason why I thought, you know what, maybe I should do the daily vlog of like what the beekeeper is going through. Like, you know, I just had a request for me to pay somebody for the bees that they want me to get out of the inside of an oak tree trunk. So they're valuable, right? You should pay me for them. Remove them and pay me. No. So let's start watching what a beekeeper goes through. I mean, like, I am a mess right now. I've been up since 4:30 and I had to do some laundry. You know, the daily chores that come with life don't stop just because you're saving bees. So you just have to add on to your day. You have to get up earlier, go to sleep later. There is no 9 to 5. Watch this. Oh, what a mess I had. Dan had brought home a stray dog, and we had to find a place to put our dogs in the meantime so that they wouldn't get in a fight or anything. So whenever we put the stray dog in our kennel, we only have one kennel, and we put the puppies in here. Now by puppies, I mean they're close to 2-year-old German Shepherd mixes, and they destroyed this place. This used to be the beginnings of my spot for guests. It's an old 1980s motor coach that doesn't work anymore. The engine doesn't work, and so we were like redoing it, and they literally undid what I've gotten done. They undid it in probably less than an hour. They ripped the curtains off. They did so much. And so now, by doing the good deed of saving that stray dog that Dan had found, now I've got like a couple hours or so of work in here. So it's like, it's never ending. Did you just look at what these puppies did? I'm like, how in the heck? Look at this. They ripped through, oh my gosh, they ripped through my sheet, completely ripped through the sheet and just started shredding. Oh my gosh, crazy. Look at how destructive. And totally. So this was an experiment I was going to do, cheap thing to put on the roof. And I don't know how they got the sticky part of it completely off. What in the world? Crazy dogs. And where's the hanger? Where is the hanger that hangs the shower? Where'd that battery come from? Oh, there's another battery. Oh, there's the hanger. Oh, I was wondering what this was for. I thought this was, oh, destructive. Are you one of the culprits? Uh-huh. I really love my laundry hang line, my dry line, my wash line. Dan made this for me a while back. I think it was an anniversary present or something. But check it out. Got old phone insulators. It is freaking awesome. The only problem is that the cross beams are really old. They're starting to get pretty sun rotted, and it needs to be replaced. So I'm not supposed to hang anything on the wash line when it's windy, and oh my gosh, it's been windy when I'm not working, which is very rarely. And so yeah, it's already starting, but I have to wash linen, bed linens, and I have to wash some rugs yet, and this is not going to be good if this picks up today. I can hear Dan in the back of my mind going, well, why did you wait so long to do the laundry? Okay, so the bees are probably already awake. Well, I know they are because I can hear all the mesquite trees just buzzing. They're busy working. So I'm in my truck and I'm heading out to one of the bee yards because I'm putting away an observation hive that ended up, what happened was there was a colony in a backyard in a residential area in Tucson that the queen was throwing off some pretty defensive worker bees in her genetics. So basically what we're going to do, we're removing that hive from that situation and bringing them out to my apiary for requeening. And but we also had a event where we were teaching preschool. The Southern Arizona Beekeepers Association was doing a community outreach, and so Patrick and Michael went and took the observation hive to show the kids. So now these bees are been moved out here with me. It's a Man Lake observation hive. I'll show it to you here in a minute. And Man Lake has been like really a great supporter of the Southern Arizona Beekeepers Association. So if you ever need any beekeeping supplies, I highly recommend them. So as you can tell, I'm doing laundry, but I also need to wash my suit. So yeah, if anybody, this suit is around $150. You don't want to wash it frequently. It starts to degrade. So kind of wash it when it starts to get really sticky or has had a lot of stings, and that's probably something I'll show sometime in the future. But right now, too much work to do, so let's go put some bees away. Okay, seems like the story of my life right now. I got to go back to the warehouse and get a socket to fit the alterations that one of the board of directors for the Southern Arizona Beekeepers Association actually altered the observation hive to be a little bit more kid-friendly. But this here is another hive that I just brought in. They're only visiting for about 5 days, so they're gonna get morning sun right here, but afternoon shade, they're kind of sitting on my lay-ins hut. Going to need I don't know if I have any sockets in the truck right now. All right, I don't see the queen on my side. Y'all have it on your side? Let's see here. No? Ha, I don't see her. Okay, so this frame is all laid up. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. I'm actually transferring them into an 8 frame. So I bet she might be in here. She's got a red dot on her. Okay, that's really strange. I know I put her in here. Oh, where'd Mama go? Did she squeeze through that excluder? I wonder if she did. Well, I'll go recheck that frame. All right, now where'd she go? She couldn't have gone far. It's just one frame. Maybe I missed her. Maybe she's underneath some bees. I got drones. Yep, she's here. Duh. See? She was underneath this corner here. So right there she is. Little red mark on her. So she's a wildflower meadows queen, and like I said, she can't live in a residential area. So it's a VSH hygienic. Italian. And all 5 of the queens that Michael got from them back in August, I think, of last year, all 5 of them. He is, and if any other student, I would say, oh, there's a possibility that they might have got, you know, superseded, or they lost the queen or whatever. That's not the case. I know Michael's beekeeping techniques. He's very meticulous. He's very attentive to keeping his queens marked, and these are the original queens that he had put in August. I've already had to take one of them away from his area, but see this, they bounce off the veil, they follow him back to his house. They're like searching, even though there's high forage right now, the mesquites are blooming, they were literally looking for people 50, 75 yards away, and if you walked past them in the gardens, they literally came out and were attacking. So don't know what happened to this group of bees from Wildflower Meadows. I always had really good luck with them in the past when I've had to purchase some from them. They've been really wonderful brood patterns, just beautiful bees, but I'm not getting any more, not right now. I am going to let them know that they're a little too hot for a residential area. They're fine if you are a commercial beekeeper and keep them out, you know, in the desert of southern Arizona. That's fine, but they can't live near people. We got mostly a pollen and nectar frame here. So we got food. I'm going to put that against the wall. I was at a bee meeting last night, you know, and that age-old question comes up where, you know, you ask one beekeeper or 10 beekeepers one question, you get 11 different answers. That same thing was applying when I was listening to the beekeeper talk that was giving some of the advanced beekeeping techniques presentation. I was like, definitely we don't keep bees the same way a lot. Like he was saying in the brood box, he just puts brood right against the wall and then checkerboards, and I don't do that. I always leave food frames. There's always got to be a food frame against the wall. Not only does it put food right down there in the brood chamber, but it also, that resource frame is also like a barrier, helps with insulation and regulation of temperature. So I will not separate it. This is mostly a resource frame again. Very small patch of brood left. What's happening here in southern Arizona, the bees are backfilling a lot and creating the queens to become honey-bound, and then we're seeing a lot of swarming. So I'm going to be checkerboarding this bottom, but I'm putting those resource frames on the outside edge. Okay, we got a brood frame. He also was talking about spotty brood patterns. There's more to it than what was mentioned during the presentation. Basically, it was talking about a failing queen or parasite or pathogen issues. There's more to it than even that. There could be bad pollen that was brought in that causes problems, low dose of pesticide. There could be herbicide issues. There's so many issues that will cause a brood to not be that beautiful solid, but more of that bullet shotgun pattern. But there's so many more issues than what was mentioned at the bee meeting last night. Like this one here, you've got this bulleted starting to look here. But if you look into the cells, it's because the bees have backfilled nectar into them. So there's no open sources. The other thing is, what if your demographics are off and you don't have enough bees cleaning the cells while the queen is going through and looking for a clean cell? There's all kinds of different issues on why it might look like a failing queen, but it really is not. So be aware of when you're doing your inspections. Just because you see it one time, you do your diagnostic, try to figure out what the issue is, try to fix it, but know that it's not just as simple and dry cut as parasite pathogens or a failing queen. A lot of times there's other issues going on that causes the brood to not look so good. So this is literally, the queen has no room left. when I put these in the observation hive 2 nights ago, this was solid brood, and now it is solid nectar and pollen. This queen would be swarming soon. Even with it just being 6 frames, if you were to leave all 6 frames together, we would have some issues going on with swarming. So what I'm going to be doing here is doing that checkerboard that I was talking about, but I'm having, because this is 6 frames and an 8 frame, it's getting close to being 80%. Actually, it is. So what I am going to do is put some empties, probably 2 empties in between the brood. And I'm also already going to add another box. So I put an empty here and an empty here. And now I'm going to push them together tight because these are just foundation. They're not drawn out. We don't want them to be making wonky burr comb in there. Actually, I changed my mind. I added more empties down in the bottom because I'm adding a second box. I pulled 2 of the brood frames that were getting backfilled with nectar, and I brought them to the top. Okay, so now we have, this was a brood frame that's getting backfilled, and so was this one. So now they're on the outside edge because now mostly they're resource frames. They are not brood frames. And we want to create, think about a tree trunk on the way like bees would establish in a cavity. So now we just created a brood chamber that will go from here all the way up here with the resources on the outside edges. So once this is full, 80%, then I'm going to add a medium super to it. And then once that super is full, then I'm going to add my flow box. I am not putting the flow box on yet, as you can tell. Okay, and back to Joe's nuke here. So what happened was Joe caught 2 swarms, and they were caught in, this one was caught in an unwanted location. And so he wanted to move them like 150 yards, I think it was. So they're just coming to visit me for a few days, and then when we go to requeen, I'll be taking them back to him and putting them in the new location where he wants. Just causes the bees to reorientate. It's like 8:15 in the morning and I'm having ice cream. I just got done working those bees. What you didn't see was that I also went into 2 other nucleus colonies that I had recently brought back from Michael's place. They were queenless. We had made up 5 frame nukes out of this one hive. And what I did with those was I just introduced queens. I went through, cut down all the queen cells. Make sure you shake the frames to check for queen cells. You don't want them hidden where they don't accept your queen and they just raise their own. So we just had that incident. Somebody was doing a queen introduction and did not know to shake the bees off to make sure that you've got all of those queen cells, because they hide them. They cover them and they hide them. So basically I did that, and then I don't know if I took video. If I did, I'll show it. But the other day I found a swarm out in my bee yard that had 5 virgin queens, 5 of them. One of them was already killed. The other 4 were like being bald. And so I killed them all. And then I took the bees and I put them with a queen into a nuke box, but I did not add any frame of brood or anything like that. And literally that was, I think, just a few days ago, and they've already drawn comb. They're already putting in resources, but they're laying workers with the queen, and they're laying workers. So I went ahead, because they've been feeding her, I went ahead and just released her, and hopefully she'll straighten that all out, because it's happened before where that they coexisted. So hopefully we'll see how that one turns out. I'll keep you updated on that. So when I was at the bee meeting last night too, good. I picked up a couple books that nobody else was grabbing. And the reason why I grabbed them is because I like to do hopefully in the future I'll have a little bit more time and I'll do some book reviews on these. This one here is Natural Beekeeping with the Wari Hive, and this one is Top Bar Beekeeping. And so I like reading them. It's different style. I always tell my students, if you're wanting to do a different hive body style than the normal Langstroth, get the Langstroth under your belt first. Learn the simplest way, because that's the easier way of beekeeping, especially in southern Arizona, than going this direction. But I definitely want to have all the different styles available for my students to see. I already have Top Bar. I do not have a Wari. I'm looking for one. I'm hoping to get one used. I don't want to really spend money on a brand new one right now. I've got way too many other projects I need the money for. So before I can, I'm just gonna keep my eye out. So if you know of anyone selling a Wari, let me know. I'm in the market for one. Oh, I'm also in the market for like an AZ and a Cathedral. Something else I'm looking for, and it gives me a really good excuse to go thrifting, is some frames for this art that one of my students made. Check it out. This is a diamond. This is diamond art. So it comes as a kit, and she made this. She put it together. So I'm got to go shopping for a frame. And this is going to be awesome because I already know where I want to hang them. I think going up the hallway to where the classroom is will be pretty cool. She made this one too. Isn't that lovely? So it's diamond art. I love how they sparkle and it's catching the light, but isn't that awesome? I'm so excited to hang these. I cannot wait to put these up. She did all of these for me. I'm so blessed having such great friends and students. And this one I think is one of my favorite. This one, I don't know, I like them all. But check out that one. Isn't that lovely? Look at the colors in it. Yeah, diamond art. Oh, thank you, Sarah. You're such a sweetheart. I love them. Okay, so I can hear my generator is not bogging down anymore, which means the next load of laundry is done, and I'm going to run out and do that. And then we're going to unpack the plants that I got from one of my other students. Sarah also brought me a bunch of really big planters, which come in handy because I do a lot of raised bed type gardens, and I really enjoy putting plants inside of these, and then I put them inside of something larger like a swimming pool or something for moisture wicking, and so it's a lot easier to water them that way. That's for sure. They don't dry out as frequently. It's just a really great way to garden here in southern Arizona. But so oh, you gotta see him. He's so kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, Onyx. That saguaro skeleton is his scratching post. I don't know if he's going to use it right now. He definitely is checking it out. Good kitty. So pretty. I love my fur babies. So, back to flowers. So when I was at Tohono Chul, for the first irrigation box call that I got, I had help, and Jennifer and Jason and Shelby went, and so did Adita. But when we were there, we had a little bit of time to kill before we opened those boxes up because there were still a few visitors walking around. And so we didn't want to disturb the bees while there were people there. And so I said, oh, you got to see this area. They have like a pollinator garden area where they have beautiful perennial sunflowers. And if you didn't know that there are perennial species of sunflowers, it's a must-have for your pollinator garden. And this species here is called Maximilian, and Jennifer brought me one. I'm so excited. I've had them in the past. They are a little frost sensitive. I didn't get them established in time, but I'm hoping that this one is going to be the one. I already have a location for it, so I'm going to pay Jennifer back for this one. Somehow, either I noticed she paid $35 for it, so I know how much you paid. But this is what gardeners do. We give each other things, and so I'm going to make a big old basket of plants that I don't know if she has or not, and give her those. And then she also grabbed me a Mount Lemon Marigold, which these are so fragrant. They're quite lovely. And then I'm like, what? She got so many little things. I was like, this is so exciting. So what do we have here? Got some seeds. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this right now. Diamantina. And this is wild dandelion. The bees love dandelion. There's people out there that pull the dandelions from their garden or from their lawns, and I'm the kind that plant them. That's fantastic. Let's see, what do we got here? This looks like almost like a tarragon. Oh, it's an aster. Ooh, aromatic aster. Bees love aster. Jennifer, you're so fantastic. This is awesome. These are awesome. Oh, what are these cute little things? Oh, they're so dainty. You should look at how teeny the feather, it's like a fern-like. Artemisia. Sweet Annie. Oh, that's pretty. Those are so dainty, almost delicate. I'm gonna watch my cats around that one. This is cool looking. What do we got here? Black cohosh. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. I wonder if these all came from Strictly Medicinal. These are cool. Black cohosh. Oh, I can't wait. These are really good for menopause. We won't go there, but I need this. And a canna lily. This is a different canna lily. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Canna adulis. Oh, get out of my... Oh, there's a naughty boy. Look at what he's coming over here. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of the sunflower. Oh boy, that's not good. Kitty's all in. Don't eat the sunflower. Onyx, don't be eating my sunflower, buddy. Why don't you go back over to your scratching post where you stay out of trouble? Okay, well, I'm going to plant some of these right now, and then I'm going to move inside and do some scheduling. I got quite a few calls, emails, text messages, all kinds that I need to get back to people on. And then I have a removal tonight, and I need to clean out my truck, just all kinds of things. And so I don't even think it's 9 a.m. yet. What have you done this morning? I'm not sure which sunflower this is. It's an annual. But check out these really cool leaves. I can't wait for this to open. This one here is a tiger, and I don't quite remember the name of that one. And then Amanda had started these, and they're getting really lanky, so it's time to get them put in the ground. And I'm kind of this is just kind of like a little bit of everything kind of bed that's going on. Mostly I got my sunflowers in here. I've got asparagus coming up in different places right next to an artichoke. Some of the salt and pepper cucumbers, I think a Monica cucumber. So yeah, I'm gonna put the sunflowers right in the middle for the height, and then put the vining vegetable plants around the edges. But this one here is a busy bee sunflower, and then these other three real lanky ones that look almost wild are caramel sunflowers.